Rosa Audiobooks presents Idle Hands by Cassondra Windwalker, narrated by Lyssa Browne. Prologue. Of all of them, Tad was the hardest for me to hold on to. Perhaps that was why I let him go so soon. You probably know a little about light theory, or rather the absence of a satisfactory theory to explain one of the most fundamental necessities of your paltry existence. According to your scientists, it's either a wave that thinks it's a particle, or a particle that thinks it's a wave. I never tire of listening to you fight to tie up ideas in words. To be fair, I suppose it's not your fault. You're limited that way. You can't comprehend a thought you can't assign a name to. Of course, light is especially difficult for you, because it's not entirely in my realm, which means it's not entirely in yours either. Maybe that whole particle-wave nonsense isn't so far off after all. Energy that sometimes acts as if it has matter might be the best way for you to understand the soul. Tad's soul was... well, now I'm tangled up in the same net as you. I want to tell you what it looked like. The incredible color it sang out when it left me and all my poor efforts behind. But that's another of your delightful paradoxes. Just as you can't comprehend anything you can't name, you can't name anything you haven't comprehended. You see so few of the colors that exist, I can't begin to tell you what he looked like. But I can tell you that, even to me, who typically doesn't have much time for such nonsense, he was a beautiful light. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I should start with introductions. You can call me Ella. I admit I hijacked that name a long time ago just to irritate a former friend of mine, but I've since grown attached to it. You generally assign me a whole host of other preposterous monikers, when you deign to acknowledge me at all. But the one that most nearly approaches the truth is adversary, which has its own set of incorrect preconceptions. I'm not your adversary specifically. That's just the part I play. You could just as easily name me...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?